Welcome back again, families. I hope you are well. I hope your day is getting better. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. This video is unusual one. I came across it. I listened to it with the subtitle over and over. I can tell it's very, very powerful. I decided to translate it and listen to it more. And I did. It's worth sharing. So, families, embrace yourself. It's about 9 minutes. One of our brothers, I don't think he's Burkinabe, I think he's Cameroonian, because at the end of the video, he was promoting Cameroon, like he shipped from Europe, he shipped goods from Europe to Cameroon. So I guess he lives in Europe somewhere, and that's his business, or he's promoting it for someone. I can't pronounce his name, so I'll put it on the screen. He has great opinion about our President Ibrahim TRAORE, and great opinion about the three presidents. Let me see. He's fond of them. He thinks great about them, and he decided to record his opinion. He is brave enough. I can't do that. So credit to him. Families, I will leave it to play and hope for the best. I hope you understand it, that they will not come for me. Please listen to it. I'll be back. Thank you for your time.
President Darren from Mexico. Now, false to Calvin, the Jew from Spain. Allow me to come back together for the second time. A final, but important, tribute to Ibrahim, President Ibrahim TRAORE. President Ibrahim TRAORE of Burkina Faso. We're in a black continent, so much so that we've said we're in black Africa. When a black person does something that lights up the world, we refuse to shine a light on it, we refuse to see, we darken these acts, these actions, because we're afraid as it comes out of black Africa who shines the brightest. O Ibrahim TRAORE, Mr. President. His Excellency is Mr. President, a man of values and conviction. There are people who do. You feel proud to be African because often you look at the bad governance that laughs in Africa. You look at the prevailing poverty here in Africa. Often, you look at the situation in Africa. Seeing all the riches we have, you say to yourself, what can make me proud of this Africa? But there are personalities when you see them. There are personalities who show that Africa has values despite everything, that Africa still has things. Introduced to the world, Ibrahimo is one of those people. Your lights, here, because me, a light for Burkina Faso, but a light for Africa. Because what we need most in Africa isn't even money. And because I wait every day, we've helped the African country with it. Did I say it was okay? African countries, I didn't. Especially black Africa, don't need help. In fact, stop helping us. I mean financially it's not there, we don't need it because we don't have it. We're the basement, we need brave men. We need men who dare, we need real men, men who stand up like that, who can stand up. Real men, we say that to my mother tongue, so Mrs. Bang me. So if it's core. We need men like that in Africa. Unfortunately, we were unlucky enough to have the heads of our countries. The people who arrived had a Western system that does what Westerners do and continues what was there before, which made us suffer slavery. Since he could be more blessed, they decided to leave the replacements, and so they say that it's you yourself who will mistreat you, plus they use some of our leaders there to do it. When you see President Ibrahim leading the way, paving the way, do you understand that this is a Messiah? Who has a vision for Africa's true independence? Really, Mr. President, I followed your forfeit again the other day, and I consider it a forfeit. I followed a victory again. Did you really? I'd like to say congratulations. To have the courage to say that from now on we're going to use loincloths in Africa, in Burkina Faso. Says we'll use loincloths and other fabrics to run the class outfits. Being consistent. I hear people saying how I said that the enemy of the African is the African, now the enemy of Africa is the African. I've heard some Africans say that you're going to have to wear military uniforms. Coming from the whites and all. He didn't tell you that he works with white people, and that's where you're out of line. President Ibrahim TRAORE wants us to respect Africa. As much as we can use things white and white can also use for us. The president didn't tell us he was taking off the white. There are a few white people living there. There are white people living there, and it's only that the white man has to recognize that the black man is not a subhuman. The white man must recognize that the black man is not an employee. The white man has to recognize that the black man isn't there to follow instructions. The black man is in the brain too. He can think for himself. In the past, Africans were brought here as slaves on the white man's land. Today, it's the Africans themselves who put themselves in a situation of slavery. We stop them more tightly, even as soon as a fire has a vision. Because it comes from a brother, because it comes from the dark. Because it comes from his black brother, he thinks not. It's a bit of a vision to share, it's a bit of a vision to buy. All we need is a vision in Africa. This is one of them. Since it's from him, it doesn't work. People always have to come from somewhere else to tell us what to do. And when you go white, there's always an African in a strategic position. Black people are incapable of putting themselves at their service or getting to know each other. At their country's disposal. The theme was spent giving us the impression that it wasn't. White was white and black was black. Yes. We came up with the idea of making car tires black because they roll in mud. We created a photo to show that everything is black. When we go to the morgue on Thursday or Friday, when we have a mourning ceremony, we wear black. But some Africans understand it. The toilet paper there, the papers. What do you call them? The papers you go to the bathroom with? In other words, the white paper here is also what you clean with. And it's one that's understood even in mourning, now in white. In fact, it's like you've invited us here to Africa. It's as if someone had told us that no, really, you can't do anything on your own. Someone always has to tell you. As if white people were assistants in terms of intelligence. No. When Ibrahim TRAORE concludes that Africans are capable on their own, that Africans have potential and values. It's true that I agree that this kind of struggle is always complicated. It's complex. That's why I respect the Burkinabe people who continue to follow, listen and understand. Because doing this kind of struggle means accepting to do. It's a sacrifice. This means that things can't be as good for us as they are for those who accept anything. My father always told me that when you want to look amazing, you're willing to sacrifice today to be eternally good, but when you want to be average, when you want to be lousy average all your life, you accept to live as others decide for you. No one knows better than you. Nobody can make good decisions for you but you. But I don't know if Africans have understood that no one can make good decisions for them but themselves. That's why people like the Ibrahim theories need to be respected. Look at the education system here. They teach you history at school, they teach you science at school, young people, mathematics, all mixed up in one brain. You come to the white people, the ones who want to develop. They tell you you're good. In what? History. Joe, do you do history? Joe, you smell better in history. We inherited everything from the negatives. They've made improvements at home. We haven't improved. We've stuck to our stupid ways. I've already told you. Our slogan, C'est Pina Gasol, doucement, on n'est pas pressé. One step after another and I've given you the good news.
Families, you listen to our brother's opinion, the strong opinion, I call it. Oh my goodness, he said a lot of things. I can't repeat it. That's why I just leave it to play. And yes, what are you thinking about the words our brother used? Like I said, when I listen to it, it just going around in my mind. And I wish all the young ones, the old ones, the babies, the children, they will all take these opinions. They will have this feeling, because when you have this feeling, it will be difficult to betray your country. You'll be a good citizen. Yeah, that's all I want to say. I want this video to go far for people to see that there are great people over there who understand the agenda being played in the world. And I'm proud of that young man. I'm so, so proud of him for being brave, for have this all this knowledge again. And I can imagine sitting with his friends, what they will be discussing. It is great. The future is bright. Things like that, messages like that give me hope. And that's why I want to share it with you. Families, if this is your first time, my name is Mamli. My returning, my new uh, families, thank you all. My queens and kings, thank you so, so much. God bless you all, my VIPs. If you are new here, please like the video, subscribe to join this amazing family. I'm smiling because I will see one of the VIPs comment, and that's why I'm smiling. This is how I do when I read your comments. So leave comment, because we learn from you all. God bless you, and let's share this video to motivate others. There are good people there. We want them to think like this young man. Be a good citizen. Know the game before it get to you, so you can be able to protect yourself from it. I can't repeat what he says, but I'm just saying my thing. God bless you. I'll put the channel name on the screen because I cannot pronounce it. And credit to that person for sharing this with us. I will see you soon. Bye bye.